as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lambeau. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Now inside the 25. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. They run it with Mason. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he brings this out past the 20 to the 24. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Love, they go play action now. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They run the counter. It's Lloyd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll hand it to Mason. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Now he steps away, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd down and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 52 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 1st down, going to the air with Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down, yellow, 43.
Love looking to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Off the play fake, Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Love now. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They go bootleg. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing, Love. He finds his man complete. It's Lloyd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jacobs again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
The York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. On the give, it's Mason. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 97 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And his throw is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Hands it off out of the gun. Wiggles free. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
This is caught, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action this time with Love. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
His throw incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. York able to send this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Prescott on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Love looking to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through. Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 11, 57 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Now Dak. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This is 1st and 10. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that. To throw, Prescott. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. One last shot now for Prescott. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend. And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2.
We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.